Hi guys, it's Beth Murphy here. I didn't expect to talk to you so quickly. I try to just talk if I have something that feels like I should be sharing it. And I don't usually like to talk about things that might make me sad or you sad. But it has to have like a nice ending. Otherwise, what's the point? But this is a topic too that I know it affects a lot of us, not all of us, because I have INFJ friends that were not bullied. And I was bullied as a child, and I'm actually saving that story for my friend Average Jill, because she does like videography, and she's kind of into storytelling like that, and she actually went to school with me, so she I'm sure she's going to have particular questions, like an interview style thing. But this is more about YouTube, and I did not ever see that coming, because I listen to a lot of different things on YouTube that are way out there, and I don't see them get the kind of slack that I see us get, and I'll get more detailed about that in a minute. But I'm just saying, like, setting the scene here, I never expected that, to feel that. I mean, I was always apprehensive. I was scared for years to put myself out here. I'm actually more afraid of the people I know than the people I don't know. Probably because I have to keep facing them in my life, and I'm worried. I do care a little too much about what people are thinking. But I didn't expect anyone to even notice me here. I think that's the point. And I'm never talking about anything that would be controversial. At least that's what I thought. So then it kind of brought up some feelings of my friend Hugh, whom I spoke to about this. He's an INFJ on YouTube. He used the word persecution, and you know what? That's not too strong of a word. Like, why would we be singled out and attempted to, like put us down or make us upset, so maybe we won't create anymore? Or they're just taking out their frustrations on us, is what I surmised. But you can imagine my surprise. And it came a month ago, this has a little to do with why I needed to rest. I know it sounds so stupid on the surface. One thumbs down should not affect me, but my intuition knew knew the quality of the thumbs down. Who else am I going to say this to? You know how you know stuff? You know stuff to your core, and then we talk about intuition, and I explained to you how it's because we're all connected. I knew I was being singled out, and unfairly, yes, I know my content's sloppy and stuff, but I mean, no INFJ would hold that against me. And I've seen plenty of messes on YouTube, because we all know that we're all not technically skilled. But then now to confirm it, after I posted my 2 videos yesterday, they were they should have had 2 different kinds of following. One was the usual INFJ stuff, the other was my metaphysical stuff. So I don't necessarily expect people to watch both. But I got 2 thumbs down on each video within a very short time of me posting it, and very few viewers, of course, because I only have there's only 200 of you that are paying attention on purpose, and you all don't watch every video anyway. And so it was so on purpose, because again, I only had 20 or 30 views at that moment, right after I posted it. So I felt triggered. So yes, I know in my own right mind and my own adult self, yes, of course I know that you have to consider the source, right? This is what we do when we make ourselves feel better. Consider the source. But it still hurts those old parts. And this is something to look for in yourself when you get triggered. It's a great word, triggered. When you're getting triggered and it hurts your heart, that means there's, a little kid in you that's sad about something. And it is, of course, it does go back to my childhood. I didn't really have the kind of support either. My parents tried, but they really didn't have much skills themselves to help me through stuff like that. So I thought to myself, why would I, as an INFJ, get singled out? Because it's not my metaphysical stuff. It's not any religious zealot, just spewing on me for no reason. And how would they have even found me with only 200 odd viewers, subscribers rather? And then, so I thought, is it my INFJ-ness? Well, of course it is. And that's crazy. But I had to trace it back to my behavior. And I had been commenting on bigger channels, bigger INFJ channels, to, be inside of my people, like a big ocean of my people, in this way. So I made a funny, lighthearted comment, because that's the only kind of thing I do, like on Facebook and stuff. I just want to lift people up or make them laugh. And I had a good, funny comment. And it was, relevant. And I know that it struck the hearts of the other INFJs. And it had 50 likes in, like, very little time. And that made me feel good. All the camaraderie always makes me feel good. So then I realized I took home, back to my YouTube home, I took home some of these people that are not well-wishers of us. Isn't that crazy? But upon further investigation, I look at some of the work that my subscribers will do, the other INFJs. We encourage each other because we know how hard it is to put our hearts out, and we know it's important to connect because there's a lot of you that are more introverted. I feel that way myself sometimes, where it's easy to talk myself out of doing stuff, why I took a month off. But I know that that's where it came from. I know it. My intuition knows it, that I was out in more public on these other YouTube INFJ channels commenting, and I brought these people back with me. That made me feel like scuzzy, So I couldn't think, like, why would I be so important that people would do that? But it's happening to my other INFJ subscriber friends who put out their YouTube content, and they only have 200 odd subscribers. I found them because we all kind of started at the same time, I think. Or YouTube might recommend the INFJ people to each other, even with that small of a following. But I did find these people, and they found me. And yesterday I looked at their channels, and they were put out innocent, sweet, heartfelt, like bleeding heart content, and would have like 6 thumbs down. And there was no reason for it. And the production was perfectly fine. They're either at an office desk or they're out in nature. Normal stuff. And the durations were fine. Like, there was no reason. And so I wrote one of them and I said, do you have this experience? They had taken the same month off I did because they felt that. They felt the same thing I did. They had the same thumbs down and nonsense. It was crazy. It's crazy that it bothers me. I even told him, I'm embarrassed to say this bothers me, but it does, because it's someone putting that energy at you, and then they're hiding, they're being cowardly about it. Because when I very first started, someone made snarky comment, and I just immediately hid my channel from them, because to me, if you don't know how to behave in my house, I'm going to ask you to leave so you don't upset my guests. Very simply. And also, I don't want to be part of that. I don't want that in my house. So, they don't know. I don't have any bad feelings about that. It's public, but it doesn't have to be public. This is my area, my little area. I created this area, and I don't want any bad temperaments in it. But the thumbs thing, I didn't think that people would actually waste their time to do that, but apparently it's important for them to put us down. And my friend and I kind of figured the persecution comes from them just not, I forget what he said. I said it's because someone has hurt them in the past. I've seen that on forums. When I look for material on Reddit, I've seen that on forums that they've been jaded because someone they think is an INFJ hurt them or whatever. It's just being a baby. I see how INFJs act in the world. I've seen INFJs in business have a relationship with a partner and then separate themselves and go create their own business. So these are like a lot of where the sour grapes come from. If you step on us, don't be surprised when we leave you in the dust. We're blunt. So there are some characteristics, but none that I think deserve persecution. I mean, that's their own stuff. We're just calling them out on their stuff. That's been my experience. But that begins to sound like a second video about being blunt and calling people out. But that's the only thing I can think that would make them do that. But again, it was very shocking to me that people would waste their time on somebody like me who doesn't even have that many people, and our engagements are all heartfelt. So it definitely felt like an attack, and it did hurt my feelings a lot. So I found a way to get rid of them. I just disabled the thumbs button, so there's no approval or disapproval anymore. So I don't have to feel like that. I can see it, but I know who they are, and it's not public. So if you you don't have to like my videos anymore, because it's not really, it won't, I don't think it'll further me or anything. Actually, you do have to still like my videos. Wait a minute, I take that back, because I still see them. And it's like the only thing that makes me feel better, But now I'm not taking the thumbs down personally. I just didn't know people would do that. But it's not the first time I've been bullied. So some of these notes I had were about other experiences, but I think that's more of a video for me asserting myself, and then suffering ramifications for asserting myself, in the world. Yeah, that's a different video. So I just wanted to say that's partly why I needed a month away, as I did feel persecuted, and in fact, I was accurate. My censor thinky husband would say, "Oh, you don't know. Maybe it wasn't on purpose," or no, I knew it. And then to have that happen yesterday, it confirmed it. And then to see that it had been done to my friends on YouTube confirmed it. But oh well, we're gonna go about our business. We can't care about that stuff, It did bother me, but the fact that I can make it not public, the stupid thumbs thing, because I don't want other people to find my channel and be like, oh, she might not be someone to listen to. Look at all the thumbs down. And I think that's what the bullies wanted. So now they can't have that. Go away. Shoo, shoo, bullies. Shoo, shoo. So that's it. We'll talk about something another day, and thank you for letting me share that. What can you do, just minimize it. But if you get triggered, understand it's not what's happening now. It's something in the past. Because because I know other people that it wouldn't bother them as much, and I wasn't having the best month. So one word about that, just to teach you something. You're the your focal point is what is your attractor? What is it's your vibrational attractor, and it's accumulation. It's cumulative for all of your feelings. So I was having not the best month, and it was winter. I felt I was bullying, and I was right. It was, relationships at home. Everything needs improving, so sometimes things have to get tweaked. And I heard March in my spiritual studies, they're talking about the moon and, just being spring. People are upheaving emotions for healing, and that's always a good thing. So it wasn't the best month. And when you feel like that, you have a lot of things going wrong, it's best to just lay low. So you've heard me say I won't create in that space, because if I create something, it's going to be equal to that. So I wait until I'm up and happy, yay, to create, because then I'm putting more out in the world. And since this is recorded, I don't ever want to put out anything negative and have it hang there, because I'm going to feel better after that, but that will still be hanging there. So I try to just say what needs to be said and then end on a positive note. So you should know that about your mood, that you're getting things from all over, and then your focal point, what you're actually vibrating, is what you're attracting, and it's going to be cumulative. So if bad things are happening, try not to do a lot. Take extra care of yourself. For me, that was reaching out to my YouTube friend and disabling that stupid thumb. Okay, so this is me, like, self-care, because I don't need the drama. I don't take an hour out of my time to even, do this kind of thing. I do it to connect with people I care about. All right, so that's it. I think I said everything I want to say. Thank you for listening. All right, have a nice day today, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.